Cindy Crawford's son is a model, as well as she and Randy Gerber's daughter. But the son is getting a lot of the business for getting a face tattoo.
Presley Gerber grew up in a world most could only dream of. Endless luxury, red carpets, and a supermodel icon for a mother. As Cindy Crawford's son, he seemed destined for success, with fame and privilege paving his path. But beneath the perfect image lay a tale of pain, rebellion, and a desperate fight for self-discovery. The pressures of living under his mother's towering legacy became overwhelming, leading to struggles no one saw coming. How did a life so golden turn into a heartbreaking story? Join us as we uncover the tragic journey of Presley Gerber. Life behind the spotlight. Growing up in the public eye is never easy, especially for children of famous parents. Presley Gerber, like many celebrity kids, faced the weight of constant comparisons to his family. Despite his accomplishments, his younger sister Kaya's meteoric rise in the modeling world often seemed to steal the spotlight. This created immense pressure for Presley, who struggled to live up to the expectations placed on him by the media and the public. Living under such scrutiny makes it hard to figure out who you truly are, and Presley was no exception. The relentless attention made it difficult for him to carve out an identity that felt truly his own. Today, we'll delve into the life and challenges of Presley Gerber, a young man caught between fame, family, and self-discovery. Born on July 2, 1999, in Brentwood, California, Presley Walker Gerber grew up in a world of luxury and glamour. His father, Randy Gerber, was a former model turned successful businessman, and his mother, Cindy Crawford, was an iconic supermodel, whose name is etched in fashion history. As the eldest child in the Gerber household, Presley was surrounded by beauty, wealth, and high expectations from the very beginning. His younger sister, Kaya Gerber, quickly rose to prominence by following in their mother's legendary footsteps, dominating the modeling industry with her striking looks and poise. Presley, too, dipped his toes into the fashion world. With his sharp features and undeniable charm, he appeared in major magazines and walked the runways of top fashion shows. Thanks to his family's fame and connections, Presley seemed destined for success in the industry. But behind the glamour and magazine covers lay a young man navigating the pressures of fame and trying to find a place in a world that had already defined him before he had a chance to define himself. However, behind the scenes, cracks were beginning to appear in the seemingly perfect life of Presley. From the moment he was born, he was surrounded by wealth, fame, and endless opportunities. To the outside world, his early years seemed like the kind of fairy tale life most people could only dream of. But as time went on, the challenges of living in the shadow of a famous family began to reveal hidden struggles. What could go wrong in a life so charmed? And what secrets might lie beneath the surface of his flawless image? Let's dive in to uncover the truth. Presley and Kaya's rise to stardom. A big part of Presley's early years was spent in the beautiful and upscale coastal town of Malibu, California. His family lived in a luxurious home with stunning views of the Pacific Ocean, offering a peaceful retreat from the busy world of Hollywood. Cindy and Randy, his parents, often talked about their efforts to give their children a grounded upbringing. They emphasized the importance of hard work, encouraged their kids to chase their dreams, and made family dinners a priority. Presley was known as an outgoing, friendly boy who loved photography, surfing, and spending time outdoors. At Malibu High School, he was popular among his peers and did well academically. He also showed an artistic side by sharing his love for photography on social media. His early Instagram posts showcased his passion for capturing the natural beauty of Malibu, hinting at a reflective and thoughtful personality. It wasn't surprising that Presley eventually entered the fashion world. Growing up surrounded by the industry, it was almost natural for him to pursue modeling. He had inherited his parents' striking looks, with his tall frame, sharp jawline, and piercing blue eyes. Presley signed with IMG Models, the same agency that represented both his mother and sister. By the time he reached his late teens, he was quickly making a name for himself in the fashion world. He walked for top designers like Calvin Klein, Moschino, and Dolce & Gabbana, and often worked alongside his sister, Kaya, on glamorous photo shoots and high-profile campaigns. Together, they were dubbed the Gen Z Crawford-Gerber duo, admired for their undeniable star power and photogenic charm. Though modeling brought Presley fame, it also brought its share of challenges. His every move was often scrutinized by fans and critics, with constant comparisons to his famous mother and sister. This intense attention had its pros and cons, as it exposed him to the pressures of the industry. Cindy Crawford, his mother, became a household name in the late 1980s and early 1990s, gracing magazine covers, runways, and commercials. She is still celebrated as a cultural icon, known for her beauty and professionalism, and as one of the first supermodels to achieve worldwide fame. Randy Gerber, his father, shifted away from modeling to pursue a business career, partnering with George Clooney to launch the successful tequila brand Casamigos. Presley grew up alongside his younger sister Kaya, who was born in 2001. Kaya quickly rose to fame herself, inheriting her mother's striking looks and natural modeling talent. Cindy and Randy were often praised for their solid marriage and ability to balance the glitz of fame with a strong family life. The Gerber family became a symbol of effortless success. From a young age, Presley was surrounded by the wealth and fame that came with his parents' careers. His childhood was filled with lavish vacations, exclusive parties, and encounters with celebrities, giving him a front-row seat to the glamorous side of life. Despite these benefits, Presley would eventually feel a lot of pressure to live up to his family's reputation. But how did his family influence his journey? Stay tuned to find out. Presley family's support to fame. Cindy and Randy had a strong, supportive family bond and were deeply involved in their children's lives. Cindy often shared in interviews how she and Randy worked hard to protect Kaya and Presley from the harsh realities of fame. She would tell stories about their family's traditions, like playing board games together and enjoying homemade pizza nights. Presley, in turn, often showed his love and respect for his parents by posting heartfelt messages on social media to celebrate their anniversaries and birthdays. He also had a close relationship with his sister, Kaya. The two siblings were always there for each other, frequently hanging out together and supporting one another's dreams. However, behind the perfect family photos and public appearances, Presley began to struggle with his own identity. Growing up in the shadow of Kaya's rapid rise to fame and Cindy's towering career, he sometimes felt like he couldn't measure up. Living in the spotlight, with all the attention on his famous family, made it hard for him to find his place. Despite the love and encouragement from his family, Presley couldn't escape the constant comparisons to his mother and sister. Social media's watchful eyes were always on him, scrutinizing every part of his life, whether it was his personal affairs or his modeling career. The pressure to maintain a polished public image while dealing with the challenges of growing up in the public eye weighed heavily on him. Looking back, Presley's early years were filled with experiences that shaped him for the future. His upbringing revealed some of the darker sides of wealth and fame. Though everything may have seemed perfect on the surface, it came with its own set of problems. However, the bright lights of fame didn't shield him from these struggles, and they began to take their toll. Let's take a deeper look at the difficulties he faced. Hidden struggles of Presley Gerber. As Presley grew older, subtle signs of inner conflict began to appear, though he often managed to present himself as calm and confident in public. Despite his composed exterior, his social media posts hinted at deeper emotions, often sharing cryptic messages and introspective images that suggested a more complex side of him. Though he achieved success, Presley faced a unique set of challenges that were not immediately obvious. When he first entered the modeling world, Presley didn't approach it with the same excitement or passion as others, like his peer Kaya, who took to the industry naturally. Instead, Presley seemed to join the industry out of a sense of duty, not enthusiasm. By the time he reached his early 20s, cracks started to show in the seemingly perfect life he had crafted. At first, Presley Gerber had a fresh, clean-cut appearance, resembling his supermodel mother, and a relatively simple look with few tattoos. But by 2020, things had changed drastically. His arms, torso, and neck were now covered in bright, vibrant tattoos, a style that was typically discouraged in the modeling industry. One tattoo in particular stood out and sparked a lot of attention on social media. A bold, controversial design under his right eye. The word misunderstood etched into his skin. This bold decision took many by surprise, with both fans and critics questioning his mental state. During an Instagram live session, Presley explained his tattoo, saying it was a reflection of how he felt about his life and how others perceived him. "I wouldn't have done this if I didn't want it or if I thought it would ruin my face," he said. For Presley, the tattoo became a visible sign of his internal struggles, his ongoing battle to be understood and accepted. However, his choices, like the facial tattoo and encounters with law enforcement, revealed that Presley was grappling with finding his true self. His public life began to mirror the troubles he was facing privately. In 2019, Presley was arrested for driving under the influence, DUI, an event that caused concern and was heavily covered by the media. While his parents offered their support, the incident shed light on the personal difficulties he had been dealing with behind the scenes. Presley's behavior suggested that there was something deeper at play, issues related to his mental health. It was clear that he had struggled with feelings of loneliness, miscommunication, and perhaps even sadness, even though he didn't openly discuss these emotions. The pressure of living up to his family's legacy, coupled with the constant scrutiny on social media, only intensified these feelings of anxiety. In the world of celebrities, where showing vulnerability can often be seen as a sign of weakness, mental health struggles are frequently stigmatized. But beyond these personal battles, Presley's romantic life also added another layer of intrigue to his complex story. Let's take a closer look at that side of his life. Presley Gerber's relationship with Lexi Wood. Presley Gerber, the son of Cindy Crawford, is currently in a relationship with model Lexi Wood. Their romance became public in late 2024 when they officially shared their relationship on Instagram. In touching posts, Presley shared images and videos of the couple, expressing how happy Lexi makes him, calling her the one who makes him feel the happiest he's ever been. Lexi, in turn, also posted on social media to share her love for him. The two met through mutual friends a few years ago, but their connection quickly grew stronger. When Presley shared their relationship on Instagram, hinting that he had proposed, it caught many by surprise since they had been dating for less than a year. "Guys, I did it," Presley captioned a series of photos that showed their love, including one with the couple sharing a kiss on the beach and using symbols like a lock, key, infinity sign, and a heart emoji. Presley admitted that from the moment they met, he was deeply fascinated by Lexi and knew they should take their relationship to the next level just a week after their first date. Since then, they have attended events together, including the famous Casamigos Halloween party, where they planned matching costumes and introduced each other to their families. They even spoke about the future, discussing living together and marriage, though they weren't engaged yet. Presley frequently praised Lexi as his favorite person, and their relationship was often described as natural, deeply affectionate, and full of love. However, just weeks after their fans celebrated their relationship, the couple shocked everyone by announcing their breakup. They deleted all their Instagram posts about each other, signaling the end of their relationship. Sources close to Lexi mentioned that while she had been seen with Presley only a week before the split, she was ready to move on. For Presley's parents, Cindy Crawford and Randy Gerber, it has been heartbreaking to see their children go through such personal pain. While both have publicly expressed unwavering support for their son, it's clear the situation has been tough for them to watch. Cindy, known for her calm and graceful nature, has kept quiet about Presley's troubles, choosing instead to support him privately. Randy, too, has spoken about the importance of family during difficult times. Through all of this, social media has played a major role in the way the public perceives their relationship and eventual breakup. Would you like to know more about how social media impacted their journey? Let's dive deeper into that. Breaking the silence. Presley's story is not just a personal tragedy. It reflects bigger issues that many people face in society today. Individuals like Presley struggle because of the pressure from social media, the unrealistic expectations of the entertainment industry, and the stigma surrounding mental health. It's easy for people to judge others from a distance, especially when they come from wealthy backgrounds. However, Presley's journey reminds us that having fame and fortune doesn't automatically lead to happiness. No matter how much money or status someone has, they still need acceptance, understanding, and real connections with others. Recognizing the need for change, Gerber took action to help people find healthier ways to cope with their struggles and raise awareness about mental health. While taking a break from his modeling career, he started a series called Mental Health Mondays on his Instagram. In this series, he shared practical tips and techniques to improve mental well-being. He hopes these weekly episodes will inspire others to seek help when needed. Having faced years of intense media scrutiny, Gerber knows firsthand what it's like to be judged harshly. Looking back as a more mature individual, he reflects on how deeply the criticism on social media affected him. In 2023, he opened up about how much the negativity on social media had affected his mental health. He admitted that at one point, he let a single hurtful comment ruin his entire day. But he has since learned how to protect himself from the damaging energy of online trolls. In the second episode of his Mental Health Mondays Instagram series, Gerber shared his tips for handling the social media storm, emphasizing the importance of blocking out negative energy so it doesn't impact you. He encouraged his followers to take control of their mental well-being, advising them to reduce their social media usage when needed. He also revealed that he's personally dealt with the weight of negative comments and knows how overwhelming it can be. If things ever get too much, there's no shame in stepping back, he said. Gerber also suggested that people start developing healthier habits and reach out to friends when social media hate feels overwhelming. He reminded everyone that we're all on similar journeys and that there's always more to learn. Reflecting on his growth, A more mature Gerber shared how he's learned from his past mistakes and now openly addresses his mental health struggles. It's important to dive deep into mental health and create a supportive community around it, he said during a 2023 interview with the Studio 22 podcast. I've dealt with anxiety and other challenges, and I believe that even if I help just one person or 100 move past those dark times, that's enough for me. Despite facing public criticism for his past actions, Gerber feels he needed to learn from his experiences and pass on those lessons to others. What I hope to do now is to explain my mistakes so others don't have to go through the same thing, he said, showing his commitment to helping others avoid the pain he once felt. However, despite the struggles he's faced, he has shown remarkable strength and determination to confront his challenges head-on. In recent interviews and social media posts, he has shared his commitment to improving himself and advancing his personal growth. There is hope for a brighter future, fueled by his inner strength and the unwavering support of his family. In August 2024, Gerber opened up on his Instagram stories, revealing shocking details about his struggles. He admitted he was undergoing treatment and battling addiction. In his message to his followers, he confessed, "I'm struggling with a serious opioid addiction, and I've been on and off them for years." He also shared that he was preparing to undergo therapy using a psychedelic treatment called Agon, which is often used to help with PTSD and addiction. As the date for his detox approached, Gerber expressed growing fear and anxiety, but he also sounded determined and hopeful. Despite the heaviness of the situation, he made it clear that he wanted to be transparent with his followers, adding, "I'm sharing this so there's accountability." For a young man who once felt misunderstood, this moment of openness felt like a turning point. Presley's honest admission about his struggles paints a stark picture of the harsh realities that can come with fame and the importance of mental health awareness. Though Presley Gerber's early life was filled with privilege, love, and opportunities, it also came with public scrutiny and immense pressure. Growing up in a famous family had its perks, but it also brought its own set of struggles. Presley's transition from a carefree childhood in Malibu to the tough realities of adulthood shows how hard it can be to balance wealth and fame with personal identity. His journey reminds us that everyone faces challenges, especially when growing up under the spotlight of fame. Even with all the wealth and resources at his disposal, Presley's experiences prove that even the most privileged lives come with their unique struggles. As he continues his journey, the lessons he's learned offer valuable insights into the effects of fame, family, and self-discovery. Though his story is far from over, the challenges he faces are shaping him in profound ways. What do you think about Presley Gerber's tragedy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.